Why not consider supporting this channel by becoming a member and gaining access to various perks? 3 levels of membership are available starting from £2.99 per month. Lovely. Oh, darling. And super duper. You can find the join button below the title of each video. Hello, me lovelies. Well, we've got Ben Hornsby on here now. I'll get the link to you in a minute, Ben, don't worry. Now, just to make one thing clear, the agreement is Ben comes on, so this is not, when I put the link out to him, I'll see if I can delete it, but if I can't delete it after Ben jumps on, Kelsey, can you delete it? Because the agreement is it's just me and Ben. Because if it's a panel against one, it looks like it's ganging up on him. So he's got that right. If anyone is desperate to come on and speak to Ben, it's up to him. And I'll only ask him once. If anyone asks me in the chat, can I speak to Ben? I'll ask him once. If he says, no, I don't want to, that's it. There's no discussion of why, wherefore. It's because he's agreed to come on here, which is a step forward, isn't it? So you don't actually turn around then and start ganging up on a person. And I don't like that. I don't like the way it went on Exposure TV. It looked too much like a whole host of vultures going in on. So what I'll do now is I'll give a couple of shout outs. Jane Ann Scotland, Shirley Brain, weird bleeding name that, Tony DeMarco. Looked for you before, Tony. I couldn't find you for some strange reason. You're not a proper channel, are you? Lindsay. Some strange looking ones in here. Kate, my lovely. Maybe I'll Kate. Starting bleeding done, have I? Let me just give this to Kate. Here we are, Kate. This for Kate. And this is for Kelsey. So here we go. I'm going to put the link out now for your bed. Yeah, I'm fine with the bleeding now. In the wrong place, aren't I? Let's see. Oh, Elma, hello. Oh, Welsh girl. Hello, my lovely little. Hello, Jockney. Can't miss out, Jockney. I'm sorry. What do you mean? Tony, this is what I mean. You're not for real. You're some kind of joker. Are you kidding me? Jockney. Jockney. Oh, Jockney's so scary. I bet you didn't know you're so terrified. I think that's a bit of a joke. I do. I think you were joking, weren't you, Tony? Are you Scotch check? So I'm going to put the link out now. But as I say, this is only for Ben. It's not for anyone else. And I'll try to delete it afterwards if I can't. Are you, Peter? If I can't delete it, will one of my beautiful mods do it for me? Because no longer I'm going to get click, 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 and people trying to get on. So, well, my busy day when we're waiting, because it can take time. My busy day has been I had to have my fridge freezer removed because it wasn't working anymore. And it was piddling down. So I had to put it in we have like a archway between the houses. And you can walk through to the gardens. So I had to put it in there. So it didn't get wet. And then they wouldn't take my I've got a reclining chair. It's not an expensive one. It's one of these ones that, fold down, an occasional one, but it reclines. And so I got that. I forgot it. So I ran in, exhausted. I was trying to get this bleeding chair because it's heavy. It was about 100 quid. So I don't think it's a big fancy reclining chair. It wasn't. And never used it. So I pushed that out. And they said, "Oh, no, you never had that on the list." I'm sure I did. I did. I can remember looking at it twice. You're in trouble with me, boy. You're in trouble. What happened yesterday? We were supposed to be doing our bitch fest and you never turned up, and people love our bitch fest. You'll have to go on to Instagram or somewhere now so I can talk to you directly. Are you a nightmare? So I can get in touch with you. Because I have to leave bleeding messages on your channel comments. There is a link. Here we are. There's the link. What happened then? Did I actually put that? I must have bleeding. Yeah, it's not shown. So it would have been telling you off then. Why aren't you on here? What are you up? Yeah, it's not there for some reason. I swore I sent the link before. But I say it's been a long day and I'm absolutely tired and knackered. Oh, I'm sorry, Narrative. You know it was only joking, don't you? I'm sorry. I hope your son gets well. I'm sorry about that. You won't take to heart, will you? I didn't know. Sorry. Isn't that going? Where is it? Wait a minute. Let's try again. That's the one because it ends in a 5. Invite. Kate, just do us a favour, right? Kate, I'm going to put the link out. It's all right. I'm not going to put you on screen. Can you just click on it to make sure it's working? Are you Bluebells? Can you click on that, Kate, to see if it's working? Because you can't come on, check. This is just for unless. Now, there we are. That's working. And checks on here. So thanks for that. Thanks for that check. Scott check. That's working. So you should be able to get on then. And we're 10 minutes in. Are you, PP? You have to come on sometime, PP. I keep on telling you this. Where are you? I keep on telling you this, PP. You best come on sometime. I've got to tell you off for not being woke enough. Are you still there? Because we can carry on the show. Don't worry. You don't have to be here. Yeah, PP, I've got to tell you off for not. I've got to do a session where I turn PP woke, totally woke. Somehow, I don't think we're going to get Ben on here. By the looks of things, I think he's done a runner, so it's not victory for Ben as he was predicting. Don't know why he's seen as a big victory thing. Oh, there he is. Shows just. I won't put your face on, Ben. Just shows your face. Oh no, you. Just show your face. Here, well, what I'll do. Got you. Here we go. Here's the man himself. I was going to tell you off then. So, Just test your mic to make sure it's working, Ben.
Hello, can everybody hear me?
Oh God, yeah, we can hear you. We can hear you. Sorry, I asked. So just let's get this out of the way. Wait a minute, Ben.
And can I?
Yeah.
All right.
I just want.
I need to say something. I want to say something to you. You was right about them nonsense in my channel. We was having a bit of a tit. We was having a bit of a tit for tat at the time, and I didn't believe you. But it was strange because I got an email of somebody proving that person and that other person are nonsense. They're blocked. You was right. So sorry for not believing you.
What you've got, I'll explain this to you, Ben, because this is the way I look upon it. I can have an argument with someone, have a disagreement with someone. But if someone comes on my chance, I'll go, yeah, you know, this person, that person, because they know I've fallen out with them. I never fall for that because I know what they're up to, but I've been on YouTube for long enough to know that. But you have people on your chat, in your live chat, that are really out there to use you and wind you up and get to the point where you're going to be used to attack other people. Now, the one Chicken Lips, I mean, I'm not fond of Chicken Lips, but Chicken Lips seems to be able to identify when there's someone suspicious there. And they're trying
Chicken Lips is good.
Yeah, so that was one good thing. So anyway, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over what has led to this this video, this live happening, I should say. And
the only reason I got my camera off because I'm smoking and vaping, and I know you don't like it.
Well, it's YouTube doesn't like it. Eventually, they start
Okay.
On some people, some people get away with it for some strange reason, but other people they do it a couple of times and suddenly they get pulled by the algorithm. But what happened was to go right back to the beginning. The first time I noticed you was when you were baby Jesus. Then you went on to
long time ago.
Who's that fella in Thailand? Oh, Jimmy.
No, Bali.
Oh, it's Jimmy in Bali. I thought he was in Thailand.
No, Jimmy's in Thailand. I'm in Bali. Paradise.
Jimmy. You went on Jimmy's, and that's the first time you showed your face, wasn't it? On Jimmy's channel, you were talking.
I like Jimmy. Big up, Jimmy.
Then you went on another channel. I can't remember who it was, and that's when it all flared up with PP, wasn't it? Because they were Now that
I can't quite remember because it was a while ago, but me and PP have sorted our issues out, I do believe, even though some people are saying he doesn't like me, but I've sorted my issues out. We had a live, it seemed respectful, so PP's good in my eyes.
Well, what happened was, you said you revealed a thing about your past, and suddenly it was all laughing. Now, I respond to that, other people responded, and I'll still say to this day, you do not laugh at anyone over anything like that. I think PP's learned his lesson. Then it went to exposure, and exposure was on that was just ganging up, as can happen on there.
That was disgusting.
I was just watching you. Now you said, I'll get to this later. I'll keep the line of time going in one before I go back. Then what happened was you put up a post, didn't you, saying that you were not working with, but talking with Sam Walker, and said that you thought he was decent gay. Guy. No,
I stand by that. And I stand by that.
I know you do, and that's the problem and issue. Yeah, I think you have anyway. Sam Walker, I don't forget, I'm a scout from the same area Sam Walker is. I know what Sam Walker's about. And Reformed is not going to be in there. Reformed is not going to be in there, I can tell you now. And
you must be a psychic to know that then.
I do know it. I know it because he's not on the gear himself. That's all I know.
Fair enough.
He's as clean as a whistle. It's like where I live.
Yes, he is.
Right? Shall I tell you, it's like where I live. You won't see any trouble here, no from drug use or anything. But all the drug barons, a few of them, if you can call them barons, just big successful drug dealers, do live around in this area that I'm living in. Now, why don't we see trouble? I tell you why we don't see trouble, because they won't sell it in their own area. They want their own area to be nice and busy. They sell it in some other area so they can have all the problems with the addiction they've created. So I turned around and I said to you, didn't I? I put out, and it was a snotty, admit it was a snotty thing I did, saying, you know, you're the next a recovered drug user yourself. And you're talking about
reformed,
a fella reformed, whatever you want to call it, who, you know, in my mind, this is why I say this. I've got my head looks at it right with Sam Walker. I remember Sam Walker going around recently before he was recalled. He didn't want to give his ill-gotten gains to the Crown because they were going to take it. So we went round to the homeless on the hill, hey lad, you know, making a big show of it. You're homeless, and here we are, I got some money for you here, lad. Well, correct me if I'm wrong. His business that he makes all his money from and has made his money from is going to create addicts down the line. And some of those addicts are going to end up on the streets. And that's what gets me. Because I've done a video about Sam Walker saying, you know, Hero, that money is given back to them. He might be handed to the person that he got there.
What business are you on about?
Everyone knows what Sam Walker's into.
No, what he was into.
Was into. So how do you know? You asked me before, how do I know? You tell me how you know that he's not now.
Because I believe now he's had enough time in prison. Yeah, he's got enough business ideas. He's fully legit to make lots and lots of money. He gives his proceeds of crime to the homeless, because I agree with that. I don't agree with paying taxes.
You mean the
years and years ago you never had to pay? Yeah,
so you mean
he does it all the time. He goes
that help put people on the streets.
Yeah, and he's giving it to homeless, and I agree with that.
So if I turn around and let's come up with a counter scenario, say that I was abused, which thank God it wasn't as a child, right?
Yeah,
would it be right for my abuser to turn around and say, here's some money, forget it, fuck off? Basically. Would pay me off.
This is like,
because
no, this is completely.
No,
this is completely.
Being a drug user can be more devastating. More devastating, I can assure you.
Yeah, and this is completely different to the subject we're talking about, mate.
No, listen, you're saying you're bigging up, and that's why I got annoyed with you. You're bigging up someone, and you were on the street.
I'm not bigging up with them. I'm not bigging up with them. I'm not bigging up with them. We just speak to each other.
But don't you think that's, I mean, we'll move on in a minute, but don't you think that's a bit of an sort of like, I don't know what the right word would be to use. It's also can hit people as odd that someone who went through your experiences would want to even get in touch with it.
I like to see people trying to better themselves, and I can see that with him. I've been a life coach for years.
We'll see.
I've been all right. Well, we will see, won't we? And if you're all right, I'll apologise. And guess what? When he got recalled, yeah, he was out in 3 weeks. When Company and Truth got recalled, he won't be out for years. Why do you think Sam Walker was recalled and out for 3 weeks? Because he did nothing wrong. There was a mal. No,
I can assure you, he's no. You're talking to him as if he's a lovely fella. He's not. He's not. I can assure you.
He hasn't been. He hasn't been. He hasn't been. What about Yami B? What about Yami B?
Yeah,
the things he's done.
I agree with you, Ben. I've said this before. They come on here being
Everyone,
and we're supposed to forget what they did in the past. I fully agree with you. It's a
everyone loves Yami B.
Yeah.
Everyone loves him because he's reformed. Is he?
I agree with him.
I'm tempted. I'm tempted to come born again to get loads of subs. Simply just for that. So I can get loads of subs. Become born again Christian just so I can get loads of subs like all the others do.
Well, at least you can quote the Bible, which I've heard you doing, which the others can't, or they quote
Yeah,
it, they
because
get it completely the arse ends up or what they're saying.
I spent I spent a year in a Christianity rehab, no, 18 months. So I read the Bible nearly twice. So I can quote it now. I've read it so many times I can quote it without even looking at the Bible.
Yeah. So now, so that's that over and done with. That's
Yeah.
what starts it all off. Then you
Yeah.
came back at me with a video, didn't you? And
Yeah, only because you screenshotted my chat with Sam Walker saying I was trying to get into business with him to sell drugs. And the conversation between Sam Walker was, we're going to start doing podcasts and different, we were bouncing business ideas around with each other. You made out, and Craig said, we all know what that's going to be, cocaine dealing. But it was interesting because Craig didn't say a word during that podcast, not one word apart from Ben sounds like a sound lad. Normally, Craig's quite vocal, but he did not say a word.
I've got to say one thing, right? That was misjudged by me, and I think what it was, it was an act of anger. Not towards you. It was anger because I thought this is just looking. It looked so strange. So that what I said that was out of order. That I said that, and also another thing that I said, which proved what was wrong, was the little boy. I thought that was a made-up story. So you got that. I got that one wrong. But you were coming at me. I'm not saying this is an excuse because we're all responsible for our own responses and actions. So I'm not saying you made me do it. I'm not that type of person. But what I did was you were coming out with all this, what I consider to be hate speech, vile things you were saying. So that riled me up. My anger came out. Bitchiness. I'd say more bitch than anger. Because
my anger come out too. My anger come out too.
Yeah, but Ben, what you don't do, don't pick on how someone was born with a disability or something, or how that's something that they've got no response on. That's where I draw the line. You don't pick on
don't know. I don't know that you have got a disability, to be honest with you.
You do?
I don't.
You do.
I know. I now know. I'm not going to go into it because I want to talk about your personal details. But I now know you've got that. What you admitted the other day.
Well, I didn't admit it. I didn't admit it. That's the wrong word to use. I was born intersex, which is hermaphrodite. Yeah. And that's where I draw the line. Anyone can have a go at me, but when they go at how I was born, that's when it's like zero tolerance in my book. And I do it for anyone. I do it if anyone was.
So is that even a disability? I don't know.
It can be, yeah. It can be. It can be.
That's interesting.
It certainly can be. Because it's not just like when you said in one, you said that I had fanny in your words, and it didn't. I don't. Yeah. It's not. Intersex can cover a lot of conditions.
Okay, so I didn't know that.
People are completely different. But so that started it. Kick it off, didn't it? And I was posting about you, and then then I put another bitch up about you, and that's how it all got to here and this situation where we are now. And if I watch Danny McBride, I've got a funny feeling there's something weird coming here. Now people are asking questions here. Now, why did you call me Andrew Groyd when you heard other people saying it, didn't you? Other people.
Because I didn't want to get striped. That was it. I didn't know that at the time. You have to change your names, don't you? I didn't want to get striped. Simple as that. I'm not here to answer questions from nobody. I'm here to talk to you.
Okay, then. So no more questions, right? So anyway, let's put it this way: if I'm in a dispute, and I know in a dispute with someone, and it's backwards and forwards, unless it was to get really, horrendously bad, like doxing or something like that, I'd never strike the channel. I wouldn't do it. There's this view out there that I strike everyone's channel. I certainly don't, because as I say, if you were to come at me out of the blue and I'd never done it, and you were just going on at me, then of course I would say. But do you know what? It's all a load of rubbish because it's very, very difficult to get this down. you know, or to get YouTube to even take any notes about that. I'm just reading some of the comments here. I find them fascinating. I'm sorry, Ben. So you give me your side of what happened anyway, because I've given my side, but you have your turn
Well,
now.
so you done that screenshot of me and Sam Walker saying we was like colluding, getting into like drug business and stuff, and Craig said we all know what that's going to be, cocaine dealing. So that really, really pissed me off. Because imagine the police kick my door in, my mum's door in, my sister's door in. Just say for instance they were listening, which I don't generally think they are on Instagram. That would have terrorised the children. So that pissed me off. So that's why I come back at you. Yeah, you done 3 posts saying my story's a lie. Yeah, I proved you wrong. You done 3 posts about me that I proved you wrong, and you delete them all.
No, you didn't. Not 3 posts, right? And I delete posts like that because I don't want to all be negative on me community posts. That's it.
Yeah, when I proved you wrong, you delete them.
No. You keep on saying this, and it gets right up my tree when you do saying this, right? Oh, go wrong.
Well,
no,
when
right.
you said about you said about the little boy wasn't true. Well, it was.
Yeah, that was true. That's not 3, Ben. That's 1.
Yeah, and you didn't believe my story.
I don't believe your story. And what I don't believe is I don't believe you're this transformed individual. You don't talk like a transformed individual. You do not act like a transformed individual. You act like someone. I'm not saying you're on drugs. I'm not saying that. It doesn't sound to me like you're on drugs, but you're still addicted to substances. You've got an addiction to alcohol, and definitely that vape thing that you never.
No, I haven't. No, I haven't got addiction to alcohol.
Yes, you have. I can tell now you've been drinking. Ben, I can hear in your voice you've been drinking.
I haven't. Listen, Anne, I haven't been drinking. I had a glass of cocktail today because I can have a drink when I want to drink. I don't plan to drink. I don't believe in addiction. Yeah, right. So I don't plan to drink.
Do you know when you say you don't believe in addiction? What does that actually mean? I don't believe in addiction.
Because to me, addiction is people that take drugs or drink. Yeah. Have uncomfortable feelings with their self. They don't love their self. The cure is to learn to love yourself. To me, that is what his addiction is. Yeah, there's many concepts out there. That was the concept I was taught in rehab. It's more of a habitual thing. So if you call yourself a dumbass constantly, you're going to believe it because every thought we think creates our future.
So what you're turning around saying is you can be pissed and use 24/7, and yet. Someone could be rolling in the streets, falling out of cabs, but some say, I'm not an addict. That's fine, they're not an addict.
No, he's got an habitual problem of escaping reality.
But I can hear you slurring, Ben.
I'm not slurring. It's 2 o'clock in the morning here. It's 2:30 in the morning, Anne.
Well,
I'm not slurring.
Well, this is what I'm going to say. As far as I'm concerned, you are addicted to substances. Not drugs, but substances.
Well, you can believe, Anne, you're fully allowed to believe what you like. What you believe will come real for you, yeah? I swear on my brother's ashes, I am not on any drink tonight.
We don't drink before you came here?
I had a cocktail about 15 hours ago.
Anyway, so this is the thing. That's what I don't believe. I don't, because, videos are pretty vile, pretty vile when you come out with it. And it's like, that's
I only do them videos when people attack me, yeah? So if someone's going to attack me, I'll attack you back.
The thing is, a transformed person wouldn't do that.
Why not?
Because they'd say, I don't care what you think. That's what I do.
No, listen, and I'm no different to the person I was 2 years ago. The only difference is for me, I don't rob people no more. I'm not in jail and I don't take drugs. Yeah? I've learned to transform myself. Yeah? I'm a fully qualified, internationally accredited life coach, therapied up to the eyeballs. I've got clients that pay me. Yeah, I got a client 2 days ago that was happy to pay me 150 quid, a cocaine addict. Yeah, I had one of my clients on my live earlier. telling me how much I helped him. I got him into rehab. I got a girl into rehab 2 days ago. Yeah, so I'm transforming lives. Yeah.
So tell me, right, what does a transformed life mean?
Well, I used to be a homeless street beggar. Now I travel the world. I'm an entrepreneur. I've been in 4 countries in 6 months. So that's a big difference, isn't it? Homeless street beggar, 22-year heroin addict, or 17-year heroin addict, whatever it is.
And you know your
Now
qualification.
I'm a world traveling entrepreneur. I have multiple streams of income, and I work online. I do it all from my bed.
Eva, you know this course you got on. You went on to become a transformational. What's it? Coach. Is that the right term? Where is this, and how long did it take you to get this qualification? And was it online or face to face with people?
No, what it is, it's a 12-week course. It costs $2,500. Yeah, you're with trained professional coaches that are very successful, that are earning 6 figures, 7 figures. Yeah, and you have to do training each week, and then you have to have sessions in like breakout rooms with people that are on week 4. Practice with each other. I mean, you just can't pass. You have to go through processes for 12 weeks.
Well, do you know, Ben?
It's called the coach.
Come on.
It's called the Coaching Masters. It's the fastest online coaching academy on the planet. And I met that guy in rehab, and his business has took off within 8 years, and I was a multi-millionaire.
Well, I was training to be a counsellor, and it did me first 3 years. That was every week, once a week, 3 years. The final year to get the full qualification to be a fully qualified counsellor, which included different methods, including NLP, cognitive learning and all that, was I would have had to go out at my own expense for a whole year on site and do it one-to-one. And you had to amass 10 hours, one-to-one in front of a person. Now, that doesn't sound much, 10 hours, but you've got to do all the paperwork, you've got to do this, you've got to do the other. Now, if that's what it takes to become a fully qualified counsellor, a 12-week course online where you're paying $2,500, and I can guarantee you no one bleeding fails because they want the money coming in, sounds suspicious to me. It doesn't sound like
it's not suspicious. Just look where it's led me. Homeless street beggars, the world traveling entrepreneur.
This is it. Wouldn't you have to be a transformed person yourself?
I am transformed. I'm not a street beggar, and I'm not in prison anymore.
I'll tell you what I say from what my perspective is when I look at your, the post you put out on your website. It's all, look at me. You can be as successful as me. Look at me. I've got an expense watch. Look at me. I'm living in paradise. You're shit because you haven't got this. But if you pay me money, then you can have this. In other words, you're selling the dream.
I've never said no, because I've never said that, have I? Just because I have professional
people are shit. You do tell people.
No, I don't. No, I don't. I've never said you're shit. Only if someone's attacking me, and I'll attack them. Yeah.
What? Never mind that attacking, right? What you'll turn around and do, Ben? I've heard you. You slag people off. People you don't like. You call them either they're unemployed, as if being unemployed is something horrific. Tell me how many. Drug addicts on the street like yourself are employed.
Only because they attack me in comments. They attack me in comments. You generally.
Can you imagine the Buddha? The biggest enlightened person going that we know of or we've heard of, the Buddha that we were sure existed. Right.
Yeah, I know the Buddha. I know the Buddha very well.
You may know about him, you don't live according to his rules, that's for sure. But if you can you imagine if he turned around when people came and said, "Oh, Buddha, can you help me?" And he turned around and said, "You're talking a load of crap. I don't believe you." If he responded the way you did, that wouldn't be.
Yeah, because because I'm authentic. I'm not a liar. I'm not a fake. I don't pretend to be somebody I'm not.
But that's not an excuse. You could. You're not transformed unless you can control yourself. That's what I'm saying.
Well, that's your belief. That's your belief, and
No,
and
that's
if
a
you
fact.
think that,
That's a
you'll believe
fact.
it.
That's a fact.
No, it's not.
And this is nothing. You keep on saying if you believe that's what you become. That is absolute bullshit. NLP, basically.
No, it's not. No, it's not.
You bring to yourself what you give out. In other words, if I turn around and go, kiss my ass, honcho, I'm going to get a bad reaction. If I go, I love you, the chances I'm going to get a better reaction. That's all. That's what you said. But you don't.
Well, all I'm doing, all I do is the concept I was taught in one of the best rehabs in the country and one of the best coaching academies on the planet.
No, they aren't the best coaching academy. They want these. Just get out there and get as much money as you can.
They're the fastest online coaching academy on the planet. They do a lot for charity, yeah, and they're not going nowhere very soon. And people are investing 25 grand into their company, and they're going to get £105,000 back.
That doesn't mean what
because they're going up and up and up and up every year, 100% up and up and up every year. They're creating new courses, NLP. They've got loads of courses. They've even got 10 grand courses. My first course I sold was for 10 grand.
So, right, let's get this right. So why is it that to become a fully qualified counsellor, you have to do a 4-year course? And when you do...
It's not a 4-year... It's not a 4-year course. It's a 12-week course.
It's a 4-year course. You cannot
maybe
in this
maybe
I am. Well, unless you
maybe
do a 5-year course.
Well, I'm not aware of that one. If it's a 4-year course, maybe what they've done is created a university package and put all courses into one. So if they're all 12-week courses, what they've done is they've created a university package. So they put all courses into one. But I've not heard of no 4-year course. I don't believe that.
Well, you can believe it or not. I don't care what you believe, Ben. But I'm telling you, this is what I don't like about you as well. You're always gaslighting people down. Let me finish. Transform.
Go on then.
Right. You diss people. You do what I see as classic gaslighting people. That if they say it about you, suddenly the way I was mentally ill, seriously mentally ill, but you were going to give me treatment for, I don't know how much it was now, it's a couple of thousand or something, wasn't it? Because I'm a serious case. So basically, you use mental health issues as an insult to insult someone and deride them. Use insults. You don't like gays, do you? You have a real
I've got nothing wrong with gays.
Humble sexual.
That was just a name I made up for him.
You're a homophobe.
I'm not a homophobe. I've got gay friends.
You come out. Oh, here we go. Yeah, and every racist has got a black friend, right? You come
I ain't got a black friend.
Homophobic speech, right? You come out with homophobic speech. The way you talk about women is disgraceful. It's disgusting. You talk about
guess what, Anne? You might not like me, but I like you.
Do you see, Ben, your psychological games won't work on me. Let's get that straight, right? I've had a life where I was had to be aware of what was going around.
All right.
Very, how
can I just say something? No matter what you think about me or anyone else thinks about me, it's not going to transform my life. It's not going to ruin my life. You're not going to run me off YouTube.
I know what no one's trying to. Well, I'm not trying to run you off YouTube. I'm
flourishing every day. I live in paradise. My life is fucking fantastic. So whatever anyone thinks about me, I do not care. Call me what you want. I've been called every name under the sun. Yeah, it does not bother me.
You do care.
It doesn't. I don't care. I care enough to respond.
Where are these videos? Why are you doing these videos all the time? If you don't care.
What?
If I don't care, it's just
what lives?
Yeah.
What are you talking about? My lives?
You come out with horrendous abuse.
Yeah, I do. When Axel calls me a nonce, so I'm going to call him every name under the sun.
But who called you every name under the sun? Oh, you?
No, Axel called me a nonce, so I called him every single dirty name under the sun you could think of that I know about him, because I get emails, people emailing me about information about everybody. Yeah, I know a lot of stuff about a lot of people. Yeah,
But just let's put this way, Ben. Right?
I
The
will
reason,
start review.
let's put this way. This is what I want to make clear. You know, this one today. This is just after this day. It's going to be history for me. That's why I'm doing it. It's like catharsis. We're talking to each other out that way.
I know.
It's out the way.
I know it is. I know it is.
I'm saying that's it, because I'm of the opinion if you don't like someone, say it, and then it's up to other people. You know, you just have to go your ways. That's it. You don't.
Yeah. So basically, you tried, but you failed, didn't you?
No, and that's where you're doing it again. You're gaslighting.
No. You tried.
No, let's ask you something else. No, because you're getting upset, and that's why. Because I said I.
No, I'm not getting upset. No, I'm buzzing. I'm buzzing because I'm buzzing because this.
He's not drunk.
Go on then.
Right.
Go on then. Mute me.
I haven't muted you. Right. Here we go. Because you're talking over me. Right. I just told you. Here we are. I can talk louder than you, Ben. Right.
Go on then, big mouth.
Let me put it this way. As far as I'm concerned, because I've got a feeling you're going to run away now. You're not a transfer.
I'm not running away.
You're a vile control freak. I've just told you that I don't like you, and I get all that.
All right.
And you're trying to gaslight it. Like you've won nothing, Ben. You're sitting in a bleeding room in Bali that you claimed you had houses everywhere. Then suddenly you come out and you say, don't buy the property, don't you, Ben? And you say that all your family live in caravans. So where's these properties that the police are going to go running into, Ben, and searching for drugs because of what I said? Where are they?
Am I muted or unmuted?
No, you're not muted.
Well, the police can easily find where my family live, yeah? It's not hard, is it?
The caravans?
Yeah.
Well, why aren't you living in mansions, seeing as you've got all this successful money?
I haven't got loads of money. I've got enough to live a life of freedom.
But you're putting up posters if you're a multimillionaire.
No, that's not me. That's my friend. I put things up to trigger people, like you the other day. I put up a post about being Castro, and I knew you'd respond. I'm not Castro, but I knew you responded. You were genuine to respond, because I know how easy you are to be triggered.
No, you're the one. Everything you say, you do. And this is what really concerns me, Ben. You say I'm triggered. Yeah. How many videos have I done about you compared to how many videos you've done about me?
I don't know, but you've done loads of posts about me that proved you wrong.
I've mentioned you 3 times in a video, and it didn't last more than 5 minutes.
Yeah.
In each one. I've had you one day, 3 hours.
Sorry. I take that back. I take that back. Not Creepy Craig. I don't mind Creepy Craig. I respect him because he said I was a good lad. Yeah. If he'd got into the conversation, that probably would have gone on for hours.
Oh,
but he kept his head down and said not a word.
No, what it was, he didn't know how to look. I can assure you, I know Craig. Craig wouldn't give you a second glance. I can assure you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, he doesn't know me, so.
He didn't know you, but he wouldn't find it interesting. That's why he said, who is he? And that's why I said who you were. But how many have you made? Stop getting away from it. How many videos have you made? Now, what was the duration where you were hitting back at me with the most vile comments you could come up with? Very personal.
Oh,
very personal.
I don't know. I can't remember. Maybe 5 or more.
Loads. So you're the one that's triggered, right?
Not triggered.
You are.
You keep using this.
You said I'm triggered. You're triggered.
Word triggered.
You said, Ben, you just.
I never said you were.
Did he people or did he?
Yeah, you was. I made up a live video and you put it up as it was true.
What you're doing, right, is you accuse everyone of you're doing. So let's get on to it. Going on about Humble Dryer. What's your issue with Humble Dryer?
Nothing. When I come around as well, actually, there is something. Actually, there is something. He's part of this Mason gang that mess around with children. If you go on
Is he?
Google, you'll see it. You'll see
Is
it.
he?
Yeah, he's admitted it. He's admitted
I
it.
see.
Yeah,
Oh, I see. I've never seen
yeah.
that. Eh? Outside
I
your
have.
dickhead. I haven't
I,
seen it.
I've seen it. The video's
I
there.
haven't. I
Yeah,
haven't. So
I've
Humble
seen it.
turns around and
I've
says,
seen
I
it.
abuse children. He said he abuses children, does he?
No, he's been done 10 times for
I see.
satanic abuse against children.
As
That's a
oh,
long time.
satanic.
That's a lot of times.
Oh, satanic, you've had Matt Taylor in your chat, haven't you?
No, I haven't. I don't know him.
You do know.
He
You've
Humble's
been in your chat.
admitted this is himself.
He hasn't. I know Humble, right?
He has. He has.
He's not.
He has.
You're,
He's admitted it himself.
Ben,
He's been done.
Ben, you're bizarre.
So you're not going to believe me, but he has admitted.
I know he's not into satanic cult, mate. I know, but why were you're going on about him, right? You started with this baby Jesus go. That's up to you. You don't like Humble. That's up to you. I don't mind.
Let's talk about baby Jesus.
Yeah. Anyway, I've got to ask you. Moto wants to come on. Is it yes or no?
No, Moto's not coming on. If he wants to come on, we'll arrange a time for us to come on.
Okay, so not today, Moto. So yeah, go on, Ben.
Yeah, so when I come out, yeah,
I
looked at YouTube and I thought everybody hates each other, yeah? Everybody is abusing each other. Everyone's creating channels by attacking each other. So I thought I'm going to come out and just argue with everyone, yeah? And I just started targeting the people that was getting targeted the most. And that's why I did it. And I realised now I did it the wrong way. But fortunately, my channel's growing nicely. I've got some good mods. And yeah, my channel's growing nicely. It's nice and positive. I get a few weirdos in there, but they soon get rid of.
But the thing is, right, I can
I'll tell you what. I'll tell you what, if Bugsy wants to come on a live, he can come on my live tomorrow.
Fine. If you want to, Moso, just if you want to go on Think Girls tomorrow.
I'm not going on his channel. He can come on mine. Well,
you'll have to sort that out between the two of you. But yeah, fair enough.
Yeah.
Giving you that offer.
Because at the end of the day, when I went on Moto, Bugsy had a lot to say about me. But when I have a lot to say about him, he starts to cry. Yeah. But it had nothing to do with it. When I went in on Humble, Bugsy had a lot to say about me.
Yeah, he's his friend. He's his friend.
Yeah. Well, he should keep his nose out. It's got nothing to do with him.
No. Look, this is the issue I had with Simon Kirk, right? This is the issue I had with him.
So if I call him a grass and it's triggered him, yeah.
No, it hasn't triggered him. You don't go call.
It has.
It's triggered you more. What he said.
No, because somebody. I'm not sure if it is Moto. I'm not sure if it is Moto, but somebody rung up where I work. It's not hard to find out where one of the places where I work. It's all over social media, threatening my staff, yeah, and threatening to make me apologise to Moto. Well, that's never going to happen. I don't know if it was Moto.
I know you won't.
It was just
Ben, you're calling him. I talk to Moto, right? I know Moto. Where John's gone, Humble Drive, God knows, no one's in contact with him. No one knows where the hell he is. But what I'm saying is, you want to have that issue. That's up to you. But when I was watching, and Sam, I couldn't comment on your live because one of your mods blocked me. But Simon Craig was in there, and you did half a snipe at Humble Dryer, and he kept quiet. Now, I don't like that, and that's why I have a difficult time with Simon Cake. Now, he should have said, look, Adi, stop talking about him or I'm going, because I'm not listening to this. Moto liked Humble, and of course he's going to stick up for me. He's very good friends with Humble.
Yeah.
Like Humble. So,
he was accusing me of Rolexes and calling me all these silly names. So today I decided to come back here, or yesterday, whenever it was.
Wait a minute, you're calling him grass, which he isn't. He was grassed on, actually, if you want to know. He was grassed on.
Well, hang on. Well, you have to make 2 statements to get put on community service. So they grassed on each other. That doesn't make a grass. You know what I mean?
So I worked for the police, Ben. What do you mean?
Yeah,
you have to
I know you do, Anne. I know you do.
Just let me finish the sentence. Let me finish my sentence, and you come back.
Yeah, all right. Sorry, forgive me.
If someone made a statement about him, why is it required that he has to make a statement himself and then he'll be put on community service? I don't get that one.
Well, you got to answer your questions. You don't get to just get put on community service for no reason, do you?
Oh, you are the idiot. Of course you've got to answer questions when a police officer interviews you.
Yeah. So he must have said something.
So he's not a grass.
So he made a statement against. So he made a statement against somebody, didn't he?
No, he didn't.
Yes, he did.
No, he didn't.
Yes, he did.
This is where, Ben, you don't understand, and then you call them buggeries. What's this buggeries?
Because that's what everyone else calls them.
So do you think he does it with kids or men?
Well, there's been lots of rumours. He likes to get young boys on his jet ski.
You see, you're just digging a hole for yourself here, mate.
No, I'm not.
Metaphorically.
I'm just telling you. All I'm saying is there's rumours.
Again, Ben, this is another issue. That's why I mentioned this. You accused everyone else of what you're clearly doing. You love to call people bacons and all this business. So let me tell you. What's your history in regard to children, how you conduct yourself? Because you love to accuse everyone else of it.
Would you like to see my DPS check, Anne?
Oh, I want to ask you about that. I heard you before saying that you showed, because Moso got in touch with your employer, that you said you sent your enhanced DBS check to them that day.
Yeah, do you want to see it?
Ben, liar, because you can't get an enhanced DBS check. Your employer does.
Listen,
liar.
What?
Liar.
That was
liar.
Listen.
You cannot get an enhanced DBS check.
Annabelle. This DBS enhanced check was gotten for my employer for a roofing company. A roofing company, yeah. So I could work on a school. Here it is. So we can show you. Let's come on camera now.
When your employer,
I'm not smoking now. Here's my GPS. Yes, my employer had to get it. Yes, my employer had to get it.
That quick like that? That's amazing.
I don't know if you can see it. Enhanced DPS check. So I could work on schools for kids.
You said you sent it to them. You said.
I showed my boss.
That's when your boss is not doing the job, because they're supposed to get it, not you, and you shouldn't really have that.
My boss did get this. I had to pay him 25 quid to get this for me.
You just said that you got it from someone else, another employer.
No, I never. I said I showed.
Oh, man, you're such a liar.
I didn't.
You're such. I mean,
no. And I got this from an employer, from a roofing, and I got this from an employer from a roofing company. Yes.
Yeah, and you handed it on to your present one today to say that you were clear and all this. How does he know you haven't forged that?
Oh, see, here we go again. So people say now it's fake.
You're just a liar. Everything you say is a lie, basically.
I'll post this on my community page so you can see it's real.
It doesn't matter, Ben. You're not supposed to hand it over. They're supposed to get it so they know it's authentic. And also, how old is it? What's the date on it?
The date is January 2018.
2018. So it's 5 years old, right? Going on for 6 years old. So therefore, if that's a fact, Someone could have come in the day after your employer said that to your roof employer, and someone could have come in and said, when I was 6 years old, this man did this to me. Not saying that you did, but you accusing other people of being it. So you tell me now, it's got to be an up-to-date one, because someone could come after the fact. I mean, for all we know, you might have ran over to the Bali to escape allegations that were coming forward. People can make an allegation years later. That's what I'm saying.
I know.
Don't go calling people things like that.
So what you're telling me is, I've got to keep updating my DPS check. Is that what you're trying to tell me?
Every time you get employed, they're supposed to go for it if they need it.
No, because there's not any children involved in this company I work for.
Doesn't matter, Ben. You said you sent it, so why did you send it to them if there's no children involved?
There's no children involved in construction.
So why
company.
did you send it to them then? Why did you send it out to take DPS?
Just to show, because I knew Moto or whoever this bloke was going to start emailing my company, calling me a nonce. So I said, just to prove I'm not a nonce, I'm sending you this so you know.
Shall I tell you something about Moto? You know you're a transformational coach, so you like to deal with
one of the best.
Yeah, well, I have to disagree on that. Right?
Yeah.
So
I get paid well for it.
Tell me, I know money's your god, isn't it? Tell me, right?
It is my god. I love money. Cash.
Yeah, like most scammers.
Yeah.
But anyway.
Yeah, scam. Here we go, scammer. Proved you wrong with that one, didn't I?
You do.
Proved you wrong with that one, didn't I?
You are a grifter and a scammer, you know. So anyway.
Yeah, scamming in your own brain.
Let's get this through, Mr. Transform. Oh, Buddha of the modern age. Right.
Go on, then. Brains of Britain.
Do you know how you go out to help these poor people, even though you tell people out there that the shit if they've got, because you're saying they've got addictions, the shit because they don't have a wonderful lifestyle like yours, and the shit because
no, I don't say that. Yes, I don't say that. That's how lies down Annabelle.
So anyway, right? Do you know? This is in the public domain. But I'm not saying that about Mozo that he hasn't put out there himself. He has PTSD.
Yeah.
So when he blows Nafa Adam on the show, and that's when I realized he was being genuine when he had PTSD. So shouldn't you be sympathetic towards him?
Well, I didn't know he had PTSD. It just reminds me of small man syndrome when he blows.
So why is it that? So if you get a client, are you going to say if you've got a small dick? I don't want to know. No,
I don't talk about stuff like that, Anne.
That's you. This is it. You can't even remember a second after you've said it. You've just said small man syndrome. Oh, that's a bad.
Yeah, that's not a man. That's not about a man's dick. That's not about a man's dick, is it?
Of course it is.
No, it's not.
Anyway, right. Come on to this. Right, he's not small.
What?
You mean in height?
Yeah, shortness. No, that's how I believe it to be. That's how I believe it to be.
I've met Mozo and he's 6'4".
Easy fuck.
He's 6'4".
But he don't look it on his videos. He looks like a short, dumpy little fella.
You can't go. He's not a short, dumpy. See, you're doing it again. Why call him?
Doing what?
Why call him dumpy?
Because that's what he looks like. When I say dumpy, like a short, pudgy fella, eats a lot.
Short, pudgy.
It's not.
Eats a lot. Do you think he's a transformed person that gets pissed every night and has a vape like a dummy?
To be quite honest with you, I don't really know much about him, to be honest with you. All I know is information I get.
From who?
Yeah, I've got lots of information through emails and different things about him and his past and different things.
Yeah. You will.
I have, yes.
And this thing I'm going to threaten you. So do you threaten your clients when you get them? Do you threaten them if they don't say what you like, or they say that they were to give you a bad review? Would you threaten them?
Of course I wouldn't.
This about you.
Of course, I've never had a bad review.
What reviews are you putting up? I don't see Mr. Ben Hornsby.
I put them up on my community page. I
It's not
put them up
got your
on
name.
my community
It
page.
hasn't got
Watch
your
my
name.
live.
I want to see a face.
Yes, it has.
I want to see a face. Someone say, "This is what Ben did for me." That's what I want to see.
And I know what you want, but sometimes you don't get what you want. Do you really think someone's going to come on live and talk about addiction problems when they don't want no one to know about it? Get real.
How many successful clients have you had?
Fucking hell. I've lost count.
But not one of them thinks enough about you or is thankful to you enough to come on camera and say it.
I think I could get somebody, yeah.
Well, not somebody. I want to see these past testimonials. Where
I think I could get what I think he's autistic. He's autistic, so don't go in on him. But I think I could get him to come on camera. Yeah. And tell me how I transformed his life. And his life is fucking fantastic now.
I bet he is, yeah.
He's very intelligent as well. He used to be an alcoholic, suicidal man. Now he's got a girlfriend, he's got a home, and he looks as fresh as anything. And he's living a wonderful life.
Oh, is it? And he paid you this
only 150 quid. Do you know what? He paid 12 grand to go to a rehab. Yeah, that's how much they charge. Yeah, when he came out of rehab, he said, when he came out of rehab, he said, "Can I carry on coaching with you?" So he's more than happy to pay.
Bluebells.
Do you know how cheap it is?
Just wait a minute. Bluebells, I can't let anyone on. I've said this.
No one's coming on. No one's coming on. If anyone wants to come on, they can come on my live tomorrow.
What he said.
They can come on my live tomorrow.
Bluebells, he said that tomorrow he can go on his channel, which is fair enough. You'll have to arrange it between the two of you. But you have to arrange this. So this is my view on you, Ben. I'm sorry. Well, I'm actually not sorry. I think, when it comes to this transformational rubbish, you're a con man and you're selling people a load of rubbish. If you are managing to sell it, I don't believe you are anywhere near as successful as you're making out. I think you just you're a disgrace because you know what it's like to be on the streets. You know what it's like to be desperate. And yet you're holding in and thinking, right, I'll get hold of these people. Now that I think is disgraceful.
Don't forget the other 4 income streams I get. If I was to stop coaching today, don't forget, if I was to stop coaching today, that wouldn't affect my life.
So why'd you do it?
Because I like helping people.
At a cost.
It's my purpose in life.
At a cost.
Okay, you talk about these free resources, yeah? This turning point for one, yeah? So it's a place where drug and alcoholics can go, yeah? And if somebody's clean or trying to get clean and they go there, all these places are full of alcoholics and drug addicts. So it's hardly the best place to go to get clean, is it?
Where you got clean.
And you talk about free rehab.
Didn't you go to rehab and you got clean?
I got clean in the rehab, yeah.
Yeah, you didn't do any shitty course telling you that if you put it up to the cosmic ordinary or any of that crap, did you? That mumbo jumbo. You went to a rehab.
I was taught a lot about. I was taught a lot. You say humble jumbo. I was taught a lot about the law of attraction in that rehab. Yes, it was one of the best rehabs.
It's bullshit.
Well, it is to you, but it works. It is to you, but it works for me. That's probably why you're rather bitter, Anne. You're always bitter. You're never happy. You're always negative.
Here we are. This is again, you're putting your personality traits onto other people. It's like a mirror.
No, I'm just telling you, you're always bitter. No, you're very nasty to me. I'm trying to be respectful to you, but all you're just doing is being really nasty to me, calling me names.
You've called me for the way I was born. You've called me a nonce.
No. I didn't know that until that day. But okay, lad. Okay, Anne. Let's talk about you. So, what about these 3 NFAs? What about these 2 NFAs? Are they true or false? That you got done for sexual assault?
I didn't have an NFA.
They're false, yeah.
There's no NFAs on my.
They're false, yeah. Okay, fair enough. They're false.
Yeah. There's no NFAs there.
Okay. Okay, I just wanted to ask you because there's a lot of people saying there is.
No, they haven't seen anything, have they?
Okay.
And it's the
Okay.
mouse that you're most probably talking about, and other people. But it
I
doesn't
don't know. I don't know who the fucking mouse is.
It's a very disturbed individual that was trying to get in with the SW was definitely yes. I know that was when SW was.
So if I see him on my channel, I've got to block him. Yeah.
There's a strong possibility it's a she actually.
I'll block him then. Thanks for giving me a heads up.
But you're lucky, as I say, you're lucky in this way that you've got Chicken Lips does seem to notice these things, which is good.
Yeah, I'm getting Chicken Lips is my mod, humble crier, and Alma Fudd.
Why are you getting humble crier on there?
Because he speaks the truth when he speaks.
No, he doesn't, because he was having to go at me.
Yes, he does. Yes, he does.
He was having to go at me.
Well, I don't know that. That's not my problem. That's your issue, not mine.
Oh, you do know because you laughed when he made a hate speech comment.
Did I?
Yeah.
When was that?
Oh,
when was that, Anne?
This morning. I nearly fell off my bed.
Actually, I think I can remember that because I found that quite funny when he was attacking me. That was funny, yeah.
No, he attacked me.
Yeah, he did, yeah.
Because you're a bigot.
Yeah, so are you.
You're
so are you. You love that word.
Self-satisfied bigot.
You love that word. You love that word. Where did you learn that word from? Because that's all you say.
Who's an alcoholic.
Yeah. Yeah.
And who has you're smoking, aren't you, Ben? You not only got smoking, you've got relationship problems. You can't relate to a woman who you call that.
What you on about? What you on about?
You can't have a relationship with anyone, can you?
All you're saying is what you see on YouTube. You ain't got a clue about my life.
You go with Russian prostitutes. You go with
No.
Motor's got a wife who loves him.
Yeah, good for him. But that was just to trigger you again. That was just to trigger you again. I'd done that post because I knew you'd posted about it. And you did again. Because you're the only one that does that. You've got nothing else to talk about. You can't talk about yourself, but you're good at talk about everyone else, ain't you? Everyone else's business. Why didn't you talk about yourself for a channel, for a change?
I do talk about myself. But how long no, I do. How long do you tell people how wonderful, brilliant, and beautiful you are? That doesn't take all that long. I'm beautiful, wonderful, Craig. Oh dear. Ben. I'm wonderful and brilliant, and all you need to be a transformed person. Come to me, and I'll give me. I'll tell you what, 3,000 a month, Ben, and I'll transform you into a proper transformed person.
Why would I do that?
Not a bullshit person who is dangerous to people who have vulnerable addictions and vulnerable things going on in their life.
Yeah,
you're dangerous because you gaslight them if they say you don't. If they say
that's what you think. That's only what you think.
I've seen you in action. I've seen you in action.
That's what you think, Anne.
You were called now to destroy an alcoholic when you're the alcoholic.
No, I'm not.
Yes, you are.
No, you can say that, but I'm not.
You are.
I'm not.
You don't see the word addiction because if you see the word addiction, you'll have to admit to it.
No, the reason I don't like the word addiction is you go to NA, like Mr. Danny Christie and Venice, they go to NA and they label themselves, my name's Ben, I'm an addict, right? If you keep labeling yourself an addict, guess what? You're going to believe you're going to believe you're an addict. And when you do fuck up, you're going to use the excuse that I'm an addict, yeah? Well, I've lost that excuse.
But you're all you drink and I can tell.
You can't tell, Anne.
If that's what you sound like normally, Ben.
Anne, this is a cup of tea and I'm going to make another one, if that's okay.
I wouldn't show that.
Cup of tea. I'll show you how I make it. I'll teach you how to make a cup of tea, Anne.
Anyway, what I'm going to do, I'm going to wind up now, Ben, right? Because
Good.
we've gone over the hour. You're privileged, we've gone over the hour. But I'll leave, right, I'll just leave it at this. I think, one, yeah, when it comes to this transformed person, you're not. Two, I think you're because of that, I think that you're very dangerous offering anyone courses. I don't believe for 1 minute you've had as many clients as you make up. I don't believe for 1 minute you're fully qualified other than some shitty online course which everyone will pass. Like
I can prove it. I can prove it. Do you want me to would you like me to prove it? Would you like me to prove it?
I can go on it and pass. If them saying you pass me.
Yeah, anyone can. Anyone can.
Yeah, anyone can because they want the money. They want the wonga. They're not going to say
no.
If you got this, so
you have to go. You have to go through phases. You have to go through phases. If you don't pass the phase, you have to wait until you've passed the phase. You just can't do it.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah, and everyone magically just.
Unfortunately, there's a lot of negative people in the world like you that doubt successful people, and you're jealous because you live a shitty life, sat in that chair, moaning about other people, talking about other people. Yeah,
and you do.
My life
you
is
lie
fucking
in
fantastic.
a bed all day. You lie in a bed all day, don't you, Ben? Going on, coming out with hate speech, slagging people off because you think you're a big brave man. When the fact is, you're a shit house, you're a failure, you're not right. You're not this big rich man. Oh, look at me, you could have this if you think positive. There's not a bleeding positive source in
I've never said that. I've never said that. I've never said that. That's you coming out your weird brain again. Because the trouble with you, and you've got a thinking problem. You don't think twice. You think once and speak.
This is your mantra, isn't it? You've got a thinking problem. Like if you had a woman in your life, it would be, oh, you don't think right, you're mad. See what I mean about a gaslighter? You're not right. You've got mental health issues. You're fat. You're ugly.
I reckon if you become a coach, I reckon you teach people how to hit rock bottom.
No, you would.
You would. You teach people how to hit rock bottom.
You're one of the nastiest, vile.
Am I?
Some of the ponds. Oh, yeah. Oh,
am I really?
You're a con man.
That's why I've got lots of friends and get lots of people reach out to me.
I haven't seen you with one friend yet. I haven't seen you with one friend yet.
Loads of my friends in the comments. Have a look. Loads of my friends in the comments. Even my life coach.
That's a friend to you.
Even my life coach is in the comments.
Oh yeah. Oh, you mean? I know. Do you know what? I looked for him. I couldn't find him. So he's not very out there, is he? As a life coach, is he?
I've got two. I've got one who's a multi-millionaire, he's the best mate, and I've got another one. We work on different areas.
Money.
Yes, it is all about money. It is all about money.
The budget didn't say that.
Listen. This t-shirt costs money. That bed costs money. This hotel costs money. Yeah? Everything costs money, doesn't it? So it is about money, isn't it?
Which you're renting.
Yes, I'm renting because I'm a digital nomad. I move around in 2 weeks.
After you told people that you had loads of houses.
What?
You told people you had loads of houses.
No, I did not.
Yes,
I said I've lived in loads of houses.
No, you said you had loads of houses.
No, I didn't.
Yes.
No, I didn't.
And then you slipped up.
No, I didn't.
Your landlady. And so, why does he have a landlady?
Oh, I prove it. Oh, I try and prove it. Bet you can't again.
You did.
And you don't like it. And you don't like it because I proved you wrong, and you don't like it, and you're attacking me.
You like it.
Crack on. Because you know what? Generally, nobody gives a fuck.
You'll be going on, oh, victory, I won against Dan, victory.
No, you know what? I'm not even going to mention you again because nobody gives a fuck what you say. I see your I see your post. You got 22 followers. You get 6 comments and 5 likes. So that proves your channel is fucked.
Well, you'd have to get to the position where you could get your channel fucked, couldn't you? Right? Well, are you ever going to get to that position where you got how many? 3 viewers, 6, and you're bleeding, exploding your load when you get 6 viewers.
I've only got 320 viewers. 300 of them don't like me. That's good. But guess what? I'm already making money for my channel, and I don't need to buy a coffee link, and I don't need any kind of links. I don't beg at the end of the channel, oh, please give me some money to help the channel grow because I'm broke. I don't need to do that.
I don't beg. What do you mean I'm a beggar?
Because at the end of your channel, you're going to ask for money, or the start of your channel, you're going to ask for money for your channel.
When have I ever asked for money?
Why not consider supporting this channel by becoming a member and gaining access to various perks? 3 levels of membership are available starting from £2.99 per month. Lovely. Oh, darling. And super duper. You can find the join button below the title of each video.
That's not being a beggar. I'm an entrepreneur. I'm learning from your example. I'm an entrepreneur. You've gone silent.
No, you took me off.
I didn't. Look, I'm an entrepreneur. Aren't you proud to me that I'm an entrepreneur?
I know you. I know you are.
So why are you?
You're really good at it. You're really good at it, asking for donations. Well, I'll tell you what, I'll send you.
At least I don't go round asking vulnerable people to pay me 150 a week.
Would you like me to send you some money so you go and buy yourself a roast dinner on Sunday?
No, if you're going to send me money and you're so rich, I'd want at least $1,000 off you, or it gets sent back.
I'm not super rich.
I want to ask you something, right? This isn't being snidey or anything like that. It's just that someone said this the other day, and just let you clarify it or not, whether it's true or not. Did you give Johnny Woodsman 500 quid?
No, I give him 150 quid. Out of the kindness of my heart.
There we are. No, just so to clarify, like someone was saying that you gave me.
Johnny Woodsman's already admitted that 500 quid was a lie to wind people up, and everyone fell for it.
Oh, he likes winding people up.
I gave him 150 quid to buy an ice bath because I feel for Johnny Woodsman. He gets bullying, and I've been where he's been through with the mental health and the drugs, and I'm trying to help him. But unfortunately, I've had to block him. I was even going to give him a job, but I can't now because he's actually turned on me. Of all people, he's turned on me, and I tried fucking helping him.
Just let's ask something here. Can you check? One of my mods checked that. I'm just doing a test here. Is that the real Danny Jones, Hoax Police? Just click on it if you can, people, to check that's really him. No, look, my viewer, John, yes, and I've always said this. I want him have him on my channel, I want entertainment, not because I'm being nasty, because there's people who have mental health issues and they can't control themselves, they just choose not to. And there's people who the mental health issues are so severe or ingrained they can't help themselves. That's why I'll never slag off Johnny or hold him responsible for what he says. You'll never, it's like saying, can you cure brain damage? You can't. Johnny has to get to a level.
Same as schizophrenia.
So we wouldn't ever take it, and Johnny says it's personal, but it can be absolutely.
I've got to turn the camera off. I'm having a cigarette.
Go on. But yeah, it'll be wind up. Yeah, but that's it with John. He does those kinds of things. He does those kind of things.
So get nothing on me again. Put it this way.
Fair enough. I wouldn't give him money anyway.
Never offered him that job.
So I'm just seeing if this is the real Danny, because I've got a suspicion it might not be. If it is him, I'm gonna say something here. So is any one of me mods checking that? Is that the real Danny Jones? No followers. I knew it wasn't him, right? You've been found out. It's not the real Danny Jones. Do you know this, Ben Rice? Do you know to get your... Well, oh, you do. I'm chicken lips still say. Always check if they are... I've got one here, Danny Jones Hosts Police, and it's trying to be stirred up trouble here, right? But all that you modders, you know, don't you? It's to click on it and check. It's not the real Danny Jones, I can assure you. I just knew. I thought that's not him. But anyway, what I'm going to do is I'm going to end it now, and what we'll do, we'll end on a positive note. And this is nothing, good thing. Positive, negative, positive sandwich. Remember that, people?
Yeah.
Oh, God, is that little shit come back? Lord Nibbler, that's another one to friggin' look out for. That's the mouse. God, it's still hanging around, isn't it? But anyway, right. So, positive, negative, positive. So, what I'm going to do, I'm going to wish you well, Ben. Know our feelings. I say we've had our talk to each other now. Now, from my perspective, that's an end to it now. And good luck. Good luck. If people say, I'm not going to be saying anymore because, as I say, you can't control this world. You have to let it flow.
Of course you can't.
So thank you for joining. I mean, you were very good coming on. If you want to sort that out with Dingo, with Moto.
Yeah, we'll do that on my channel.
So anyway, to everyone else, thank you for joining in, and I'll leave you all with, what can I leave you with? Let's out. It'll have to be this.
Thanks for letting me have me on, Anne.
Minute, you're good. And the very next minute, you're bad.